I like trash anime. Huh. Now that I've got all that out, you can dislike, unsubscribe, etc. Anime has a very unique aspect about interacting with its communities. We all seem to concur on the idea of taste, and what's good taste, and what's trash taste. But what is taste in anime? What makes an anime trash? And most importantly, why do I like these shows? Well, let's find out. Enjoy whatever you like. A simple concept really, but when talking about anime it seems to be a little more complicated than that. After all, with such a variety of shows, there's tons of genres and experiences available, from suspenseful thrillers, multifaceted franchises, seasonal isekai, and the trash harem that you'll never admit to liking. There's a little bit of a stigma that exists with some anime where some are widely considered as good and others as bad. But what causes such a phenomenon to occur? Well, unlike other media where everyone generally agrees on a wide variety of opinions, with anime there is what I like to call the SAO effect, where a lot of opinions simply divert to one side or the other side. We've talked about this before on the channel involving Kakegurui. There are a select few anime that can achieve this status of having a very mixed opinion. Sword Art Online is perhaps the most popular example. A lot of people don't like Sword Art Online, and a lot of people do. But what's the reason? Well, simple really. A lot of the discourse around Sword Art Online is a dead horse, long since beat. If you've been around for even a short amount of time, you've likely already heard one thing about Sword Art Online. Kirito is a bad protagonist, there's awful ecchi elements, it's a convoluted plot, Aincrad is the only decent arc, etc. It would take a long day to list them all. However, there are also people who love the franchise to death, despite the flaws that its critics have long since run out of. But if it's so bad, well, why do people like it? Well, that's a rather simple answer within that. Taste, that the anime community tends to pride itself on, is actually subjective. Shocking, I know. Despite its flaws, Sword Art Online is actually pretty entertaining, and I personally think its third season is actually alright. Well, at least to me it is. I stand somewhere in the middle of the two ever-warring factions, but like I said, SAO is already a long dead topic, so I'll only use it here as a brief example. But what about anime that are very widely considered to be awful? There is no opposition to that fact, or if there is, it's a massive minority of people. I'll be touching on 3 case studies that from my experience generated a lot of talk when they released, and are still widely considered to be bad shows, albeit all for different reasons. Eromanga Sensei, produced by A1 Pictures and releasing in the spring 2017 season, is one of the most popular known examples of awful anime. It has gained meme status as such, and you've likely seen it mentioned at least in passing. To recap anyone who's unfamiliar, Eromanga Sensei follows our protagonist Ellen, author Izumi, and his erotic manga illustrator sister Sagiri in a slice-of-life drama harem mashup that never commits to any of its aspects fully. It features moments that will make you physically cringe, a concept so bizarre that it'll make you do a double take, and some of the worst situation writing that anime has ever seen. And I enjoyed it. Hey, hold on, don't leave just yet, let me give some justification. In regards to the criticism about the show, I have absolutely no retort. The show is around as bad as you can get while still having a budget and a good studio behind it, and every criticism of the show is totally valid. Does it have any redeeming factors like SAO? Absolutely not. But you know what it is? Entertaining. It has such a bizarre idea that a lot of it does become funny. Well, at least it does to me. It isn't a genre-defining masterpiece, but it never set out to be. The author's other most notable work is Araimo, which I haven't seen, but I've heard is just as bad. Eromanga Sensei is complete trash, and is better for it. Domestic Girlfriend, a show that certainly needs no introduction. Hoo boy. Where do I begin with this one? Domestic no Kanojo, or Domestic Girlfriend, has become infamous for 2 things: being synonymous with a hentai plot, and having an OP that slaps so hard people decided it was wasted on the show. For the people not caught up with trashy anime though, Domestic Girlfriend follows Natsuo Fuji, and his bizarre experiences with his 2 stepsisters, Rui and Hina Tachibana. One is his teacher, and the other he previously had a one-night stand with. The plot setup here is also quite Strange, and in fact the idea sounded abhorrent to many people, including myself. The anime itself contains some downright awful pacing, strange and unnecessary plot points, and a lot of people who've never seen it. Big surprise, I like Domestic Girlfriend. Whether it's for the fact it's just so strange it could make me laugh and facepalm at any given time, or at the same time, or the genuinely decent moments sprinkled into all of the strange journey, or some of the pointless surface level drama, it was worth my while. Like, for example, when Hina and Natsuo are having a romantic moment, they get interrupted by hearing the bell go at the front door. Who could it be? The viewer is on the edge of their seat, eager for their next fill of awful and addictive drama. Hina opens the door and boom! Only 27% of you are subscribed, so if you enjoy the video, please consider joining those who are okay. Domestic Girlfriend may be the hill I die on, as I genuinely enjoyed this anime for the right or wrong reasons. We'll probably never know that, of course, but I enjoyed it so much that I even read the manga, dying to know how the addictive dumpster fire actually ended. I definitely knew it wasn't any good, but at the same time, I personally enjoyed it, and plus, yeah, the OP does slap. Bringing it to a more recent example, I'll briefly touch on an anime that aired just last season, Girlfriend Girlfriend. Now, if you haven't already seen my video, then you might not know that I'm also actually a fan of the show as well, which, considering the theme of the video, I'm sure is probably not surprising. I've seen a lot of criticism for this show following its finale just a fortnight ago. The show is undoubtedly cringy, contrived, nonsensical, pointless, etc. But like I said last time, there's something about Girlfriend Girlfriend and this type of show specifically that keeps me coming back for more. It may be as unrealistic and cringe-inducing as a show could possibly get, but getting enraged at the dense protagonist for once again misunderstanding a situation for the umpteenth time is certainly better than watching a good anime and having no reaction at all. At the moment, we're certainly spoiled for choice when it comes to anime. We have a wide library of masterpieces right at our disposal to stream and keep us happy for hours and hours on end. And with all this choice, there's definitely going to be discourse on the best anime and what good taste in anime really is. But whether I'm watching the overly complex and beautiful stories told in the Monogatari and Fate series, or I'm simply booting up the 500th generic trashy harem, I'm slowly coming to a realization. Taste has never really mattered, and you should enjoy whatever you like, because trash anime is art. 君にだけわがままになってゆく Thanks a ton for watching. If you enjoyed this style of video, I now have a playlist in them, so if you're interested in why I like long anime, you should check it out. And if you're looking for recommendations, why not check my video out on a certain scientific railgun. As always, consider subscribing if you'd like to see more, and if you'd like to stay connected, follow my Twitter, and I'll catch you later.